Good morning. I am in need of opening an IRA today.
Great. Do you have a retirement account already established?
I do not.
Okay. So you're interested. We do offer IRAs, both a traditional and a Roth IRA. Do you know which one you're interested in or
I
anything
don't
about it?
know the differences between the two.
Perfect. Well, I can walk through that with you. The traditional IRA was established by the IRS many years ago. And so it's kind of the granddaddy of retirement accounts on the IRA side of things. 401ks are established with employers, IRAs are a little separate. But that one's a little bit older and it's different than the Roth IRA. So I'll kind of walk through both of them. I'll also provide you with this brochure. So this will also walk you through kind of the intricacies of the differences between it's got Roth IRA in this middle column here and then traditional IRA. So with these questions, these frequently asked questions on the brochure, it'll answer for both the Roth and the traditional. So I'll send this home with you so you can go into further detail as to the details of them,
Okay.
so that you can make, a confident decision with that. But I'll tell you just a little bit. So there are two tax benefits that work with both the traditional and the Roth IRA. The first one is that it's tax deferred earnings. So the money that goes into both a traditional and a Roth IRA, you won't claim that money on your income. So if you were to contribute, $5,000 to your IRA this year, that would not be included with your income for 2024. So that kind of lowers your income bracket a little bit with the IRS. So there's some benefit with that. And for that reason, we don't report those earnings to the IRS either. So there's that. And then the next one is tax credit. And this may also apply for traditional IRA and Roth IRA, depending on your own circumstance. I don't know your tax circumstance. I don't know your whole portfolio and all of that. So, this is something you'd want to talk to a competent tax advisor just to make sure that this applies to you. But contributions that are made to both the traditional and a Roth IRA, they could be, they could, the how do I say this? So, certain qualified individuals may receive a non refundable tax credit for those contributions that you make to your IRA. And then the third tax benefit for traditional and Roth are different. So I'll go through the first one with the traditional IRA first. So any money that you put into a traditional IRA, so if you were to put that $5,000 into a traditional IRA this year, that is tax deferred. So, like I was saying, you don't have to pay taxes on that money this year. Um, and so that continues on tax deferred. Now, that basically means that the IRS isn't getting your taxes on that portion of the money that you put into your retirement account. That incentivizes you to contribute to a retirement account, and that's why the IRS does that. But eventually, the IRS is going to say, okay, now we want our taxes. And so with traditional IRAs, there is something called a required minimum distribution. And for 2024, that age for having to take out that required minimum distribution is 73. And so once you turn 70, like if you were to turn 73 this year, the IRS is going to say, okay, now based on your expected life, your life expectancy, and your balance in your traditional IRA, whatever that balance is, there's an equation that they run, and they'll say, okay, you need to take X amount of dollars out of your IRA this year. And that money that you take out of your IRA will then be part of your income, and you'll pay taxes on that. So now, since you live in Nebraska, you'll pay both federal taxes and state taxes on that distribution. Again, talk to your tax advisor. Sometimes you don't have to pay those taxes, but in most cases you do. And that is 10% federal and 5% state. So 15 total on that distribution for that year. And anytime you make a distribution out of the IRA, you will pay those taxes on a traditional IRA. So that's traditional IRAs. Now, moving on to Roth IRAs, they don't have required minimum distributions. And the reason for that is because you're going to pay those taxes going into the IRA. So if you listen to Dave Ramsey, he'll promote Roth IRAs. And the reason for that is because the goal is that you will earn more money the longer that you live. So theoretically, you're at a lower tax bracket today than you will be when you retire or when you turn 73. And so for that reason, for some people, it is more advantageous to pay the taxes today when they're in a lower bracket than 20 years down the road when they're taking money out of their retirement account and having to pay taxes at that time. So that's kind of the difference with the Roth IRA. It's tax-free earnings, but you will pay taxes on that money that you contribute as it goes into the IRA. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Okay.
that was perfect.
Perfect. So I'll send you home with this brochure. I don't expect you to make any decisions today, but just know we can help you with that traditional or Roth IRA, whichever one you decide to open. There is a little bit of a difference with the Roth IRA. It's going to go in here on the MAGI limits, which is modified adjusted gross income. So this is going to explain it way better than I can. If you have any questions, feel free and come back, and I'm happy to help with those. But just know that is because Roth IRAs, there's a little bit more incentive with them, and so for that reason, they do put limits on on your income and whether you can contribute to a Roth IRA. So I'll send this brochure home. Once you make your decision, just let me know. If you find out that you do have a retirement account somewhere else, like you have a 401k from a previous account, or from a previous job, just let us know. We can send a transfer. So if you want to consolidate all that into your IRA that you established with us, just let us know and we can send that paperwork to your other plan provider for that too.